Hey, what's up? It's Tackless, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a tutorial on how to make an external drone that can leave your player and fly away, and then times out, is destroyed, and then you can send a new one. So, here's my character. He's pretty cool looking. Let's send out my drone. So here's my drone. You can ascend and look at my character, who's currently doing an emote that I recorded. He can fly around. He can ascend and descend by looking up and down or by pressing the bumpers to go up and down. And this particular drone can shoot at enemies. He'll fly around for 25 seconds. And at the 20-second mark, he'll start beeping and is destroyed. And we go back to our player. So, and of course, then we could send out a new one. So this is a requested tutorial. I got this request earlier today, and I thought it was a good idea. So, I'll be showing you how to do this. Let's get to it. So first, let me disable that character so we can start fresh. Alright, so we've got our player right here, and let's give him a fresh brain. Let's go to third-person adventure, have a default brain. And to activate this drone, let's do left D-pad for fun. It's a little bit like a Call of Duty kill streak or something along those lines. Oh, no, when D-pad, left, pressed, global, no. We're going to switch page to the next page, or an empty page. Switch page, next page. On this page, for the duration of 2 seconds, we're going to fade with the transition time of 1. This will give us a nice transition to go between our player and our drone with. So, countdown timer 1. Child line of code. Started to global. Let's make a new variable called drone. Global drone equals true. Then, when global drone equals false, we're going to switch page to the previous page. There we go. That's the basics of it. Now we need to go and finish our drone now. Now I've made this wonderful little drone here. He's mostly done, as you can see. Now, I don't want... Do you see the arrow? The direction that arrow is pointed? And that arrow will signify what his the forward direction of my drone will be. And I don't want my drone to be flying... Actually, yes, I do want my drone to be flying in that direction. But let's say that I didn't. I will show you guys how to fix it and how to position your camera where you want it on a glued object. So I turned on the snap so I can get it back to exactly the angle I want. Let's get it to 0. Place it. And now we need to grab a logic cube, which I actually already have right here. Take this logic cube, shrink it down, and be aware that for what we're doing, the bottom of the logic cube is going to be the camera. So I'm going to position it right here and try to be as symmetrical as I possibly can, because symmetry is good. Though I know my drone is a little asymmetrical, so I'll just live with what I get. Place it right there. Maybe bump it a little bit forward. Alright, that looks pretty good. Place that. Now you'll notice that... Oh, wrong selector. That the arrow on my logic cube is pointed forward. That's the direction that the logic cube was pointed when I first placed it into the world. And that's the direction your glued object's forward will be. It is the same direction as when the object was placed into the world, which I believe is north, but I haven't actually checked for sure. So first, select the logic cube. That's important. Then select your drone. Glue objects together. Now in the drone, we're going to do when global drone equals true. We're going to, and this is where all of our controls come in. We're going to do left stick, move with flying, when right bumper, we're going to also move with flying, but in direction. And then we're going to go to positioning, world relative directions, world up. Now copy and paste that, switch that to left bumper, put this to world down, so that ascends and descends with the bumpers. Now if you want to make it a weaponized drone rather than just a scouting drone, which I would assume a lot of you will, but you know, it's up to you. When right trigger, shoot, and let's pick a good projectile. I think the Astro Blaster projectile looks good. In direction, position, camera positioning, camera forward. And then at speed, let's make these pretty high speed rounds. So let's do 40. There we go. Starting to look pretty good. Now, let's do a little bit of cosmetics, because cosmetics are always good. If you're making a single player world, you want to change the visual filter to black and white or maybe sepia or something like that, so that it looks like you're looking through a cheapy camera that would be mounted on a disposable drone. If this is a multiplayer world, this visual filter will affect all the players, so a player can be running around and spontaneously the world turns black and white because you've deployed your drone. So if it's a multiplayer world, don't do this. But if it's a single player world, this is a nice effect. Go to World Properties, Sky Properties, Visual Filter, equals, World Properties, Sky Properties, Visual Filter Gallery, black and white. There we go. Let's also add a little bit of camera shake. A very, very little camera shake though. We're going to put the speed to 0.5, so it's less of a shake and more of a very slow, calm, kind of swaying is more of what it'll look like. But it'll give a little bit more life to your drone. Let's also make a sound for the fans. Play sound. Search fan. It's a pretty good sound. That is a loop, so it'll play infinitely without ever hearing it pause, so that's nice. Alright, now you can add HUD elements if you want. I'll add one or two. Not too many. But this is if you have the Astro pack. But let's do HUD. And let's do the HUD panel A. At position, bottom center. And since we want this to look black and white, we're also going to color it gray. There we go. Then I'm going to copy and paste that. Gallery picker. And let's do the two side details. So this will be on left center. Copy and paste. And this one we're going to want on right center. There we go. So that's the HUD elements. And it's not a bad idea to add a reticle. So let's also add a reticle. Or a sight, however you want to call it. Astro. There we go. Astrotech crossbar. I'm going to put this in the center. Alrighty. So our drone is mostly done. Now we need to add the timeout so that it only lasts 25 seconds. So countdown timer. 25. Global drone equals false. Now, as an indicator that you're nearing that mark, let's do a countdown timer for 20. And then countdown 1 loop play sound. And then we want some sort of beep. So I'm going to search UI. That'll work. So that plays every 1 second after the 20-second mark. So this will beep 4 times before this is destroyed. Now, when global drone is equal to false, I'm going to do 3 things quickly. First, we're going to play sound. I'm going to search explosion. That's a good explosion sound. I'm going to put this everywhere so that when your drone switches back to your player, they hear the explosion. We're also going to do global... wait. No. I feel like... Alright, let's see. Destroy with effect. Let's do fire explosion. I remember what I was going to add here because I felt like there was a 3rd line of code and I couldn't remember what it was, but we need to switch the visual filter back to normal. Visual filter equals default. There we go. So that's the drone pretty much. Now if you're going to have your drone shoot, then you're also going to have to assign your drone to a team. So, once team equals team 1. That's what my player is on. There we go. So that's the drone. But there's one last thing that we have to do. Because we're going to be spawning this from a template, we also have to have our player be able to find it every time it's been spawned. So, let's make this child line of code under once. Global, let's make an objective or variable called drone equals me. There we go. Looks good. I think our drone's pretty much done. Last thing we need to do is we need to go to its settings. Not appearance. We need to go to brain, turn the template on. Physics, turn the physics type to character. Now we need to go to our character, spawn a logic cube really quickly, shrink this bad boy down, and put it maybe there in front of our character, and attach it to our character. There we go. It's not super important where or how, it just needs to be in front of your character. Alright, so let's go back to this page. And we need to finish up our character's page. So, what we need to do now is our camera is going to switch to a first-person camera at global drone. We also, ahead of that, need to started to create in world picker our template at position. Here we need to pick our logic cube that we just attached to our character. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Alrighty. So, and the last thing I want to do, and this is just for me, for fun, because I did it already. Emote, gallery picker, steering. There we go. And I believe this should be ready to go. Alright, let's give it a test. Here's our player. Let's spawn our drone, fade to black. Here's our drone. See our propellers, which look cool. You can see our body, which looks alright. So you can see there's a really gentle sway going on, which looks good. You can fly around, ascend, and descend, and shoot at these evil enemies here. There we go. And then after a little bit, it should start beeping. Or it'll just explode. That works too. So, I should be able to spawn another one. Yes, I can. So, that's pretty much the tutorial. Now, there's lots of good things you can do with a drone like this. Of course, you can make it so it's not a flying drone. You can make it a walking drone or a rolling drone or whatever you wanted. This would be fun for a puzzle game. Of course, this is a lot like the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and other Call of Duty score streaks, but this also could be used like the Watch Dogs Bad Blood DLC, the little remote-controlled drone that T-Bone had, which was pretty fun. So, yeah. Hopefully this video helped you. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget to sign up for our last week of starter bundle giveaways. Man, that emote makes my character look really serious. But don't forget to sign up for that, because we're right at the very end of that. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any requests for tutorials, please let me know, because I love taking requests and figuring out how to do the things that you guys want to learn. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.